to give you the Canadian champion, the best bronc rider at the 1952 Stampede, Jesse Gifford.
Thank you, Bob.
What you cheering, Ma? Ain't you proud?
There's no such word as ain't, Ethan. Well, Daddy knows we're cheering for him.
Something a little extra special.
Here it is, a silver buckle for that belt of yours. Just a little something for you to remember us by, Jesse.
As usual, our runner-up is our old friend, and here he is, folks.
He's not only one of the biggest ranchers north of the border, he's one of the best bronc riders next to old Jess. Here he is, Keno McLaughlin. Come on up here, Keno.
Come on, let's go. I don't want to miss Paul.
Ethan, you sit down. Have some manners for the prize giving.
Thank you, John.
We'll be the same as we started, just to travel along, singing a song, side by side. Beautiful comes the weather. What if the sky should fall? Just as long as... Hey, what you thinking?
Goldenrod?
Lots of water under the bridge since then. Lots of water.
What's so special about Goldenrod?
Nothing.
When we were married, me and your dad, he gave me a bouquet of goldenrod.
Why?
Couldn't afford much else, is all.
Why'd you have to give you anything then?
Well, it's kind of, traditional is what you call it.
What's that? It's kind of like a rule, right?
You got it, boy. Besides, your ma and me, we had our first big adventure in a field of goldenrod.
Jess, they're kids.
What kind of adventure? Were you hunting, were you?
Well, in a manner of speaking, boy.
Did you catch anything?
Well,
They got a barrel of money.
Yes,
They were...
I got a wee.
Oh, here, take your mind off.
I don't want Superman. And I'm hungry.
Here you go.
You just hold on both counts, boy. You've been Tribune in half an hour.
Hey, come on, Dad, let's stop at Keno's.
I'm a little cooped up myself, Jess. Why don't we stop for a bit?
Keno wouldn't really want us, boy.
Why not? He's always telling you to visit.
He's just being polite, son. You see, Keno, he rides a circuit for fun. He's trying to prove he's as good as any man jack that works for him. Now, if a couple of free and easy guys like us show up, what's the hands on the ranch gonna think? See, deep down, a rancher, he's married to his dirt and his cows. I say we keep on. We'll stop at the diner outside Tribune. All the men in favor, say aye! Aye! The ayes have it! We ain't got a barrel of money. Maybe we're ragged and funny, but we travel along, singing a song, side by side.
I said to the man, I said, listen, how the hell you gonna run a bank charging me 6% interest when I don't pay no more than 4.5? Well, he says to me, he says, them's prime rates. Well, I says to him, I said, look, them pigs of mine is prime pigs. Well, he looks at me and he says, Lauren, I wouldn't give my own wife 4.5. Well, I look him right dead in the eye and I said, maybe, just maybe, your wife ain't as prime as my sows.
Jess, what's the difference between 4.5 and 6?
No, leave me alone, Lauren.
No mind us, it's just farming business.
You ever been on a farm?
Maybe one day.
No, what are you kidding? No, there's plenty of work on this ship.
I paid yesterday, too.
You know, the trouble with your ma is, and her being a woman and all, the things she just don't understand. You see, when a champion retires, why, he can do anything he wants. From announcing on PA to being on committees. Us, we ain't ordinary. And starting up a farm, that's for ordinary folks.
Excuse me, are you Jess Gifford?
That's right.
I'll be damned, hey, that's Jess Gifford.
Well, it's a real treat to have you here, Mr. Gifford.
Oh, my pleasure.
Say, are you riding over to Tribune?
Uh-huh. The last meet of the season, wouldn't miss it.
How about that? Jess Gifford at Tribute. Never figured the money'd be big enough to bring in a big name like you. How about that?
Well, it ain't just the money now, you know. I figured you folks deserve a chance to see some of the best.
You're right, you know.
Darn it.
Yeah.
With you and the shoots, that $150 isn't going to go anywhere else with it.
That's
Well,
for
now,
sure.
thank you very
But
much.
we'll be there cheering you on.
Well,
all the same.
that's more than neighborly of you. More than neighborly of you. Thank you.
Come on, Shorty.
Yeah, lots of luck, kid.
Thank you very
Trailer up
much.
there?
Right.
It's hard.
It's more than the money, boy. More than the money.
A lot of work for $150.
Not for the champ.
Somebody want to give me a hand pulling the shoulder? Stay with me, sir.
All horses used in the rodeo events are numbered and drawn. He's down. There's the first aid people at him. I hope he's not hurt. He looks okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, over to chute number 2 for the world's champion bronc rider, Jesse Gifford, and that great saddle bronc, Stormy Weather, horse number 52. These boys make a draw for all the horses they ride during this competition. Here he goes.
George, you gotta understand. Lest they say Shazam, they ain't the Marble family. They aren't the Marble family. It's like Superman in the phone booth. Or Bruce Wayne in the
Batcave.
You gotta understand it.
But that's different. You see him put on their disguises.
The Marble's got magic.
Well, there you be. There you be.
You okay now, Dad, right?
Ooh, I'm better than a bull in spring. How you been, boy?
Missed you?
It's all over now, except in the healing. We ain't parting again, boy. We ain't parting again. Shirley, you got the car keys?
Yep. Car's just up front. I figured that with the crutches on.
Well, it's your big chance, Cheryl. You always said you was a good driver. Thanks for the vacation, Doc.
Bye, Mr. Gifford. Vacation.
Oh, like riding a bull.
Didn't it hurt none?
Oh, I was teaching them roping all the time while I was stitching.
But what'd you rope?
I roped my toe. Roped my this.
Did I ever get them to sleep? They were so excited to have you home.
They're my sons. And you're my wife. Come over here. Come over here.
Listen.
Get over here.
I'm just gonna freshen up a bit. It's a long day.
Oh, I spoke to old Johnson and said to let us hold up at his place till spring.
Seems like a waste of time, Jess. We ought to be making plans.
What plan?
Like what we're gonna do. What with your troubles and all.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Well, healing takes time. And the kids ought to get settled in place just before school starts.
Lady, this here is the best damn trailer on the circuit. I just about got the doctor bills covered. I'll make that money back in no time. They get all the place they need.
Jess, I mean a place with Steve put.
Something wrong with the way y'all been treated? Hmm?
No, silly. That was silly. Jess. It's just we can't ride the circuit forever.
You know damn well what I'm gonna do.
Jess,
By the
we
time the
haven't-
snow melts, I'll be bet riding again. I'll be better than ever.
Jess,
Now
I'd like
let's
to talk.
get some sleep.
Well, there he is.
Well, that better be one prize bull, McLaughlin.
Ed, I sure hope he didn't hear you insult him like that. Not too partial to farmers. He gets finished with that heifer of yours, he's liable to come after you.
I brought him 2 of them.
How's Gifford?
He's a bitter man, Keno. You know, when he wanted to hole up here for the winter, I thought, well, little company or what have you. All he does is stay in that damn trailer. He only comes out to play cards with the hands or play with those kids of his. Huh. They're the only ones who get a civil word out of him.
Shirley?
Oh, same as usual. Keeps the food hot and her temper cool.
Hi. Jesse's around the corner playing cards with some of the hands.
I thought maybe you'd fancy taking a little walk.
Oh. Well, I was just about to make some lunch. I didn't expect you.
You're looking good, Cheryl. No, really, I mean that seriously. There's nothing wrong with you that a little rest and comfort wouldn't cure.
We've been busy with doctors and bills and things, and
Come on, it's all right.
okay, for a moment.
Please depend on me
here, good woman. This here hip is going to be mended in 2 weeks. And in a month, I'll be back on the circuit. You hear?
Just the doc won't let you ride, and
That's
you know
between
it.
me and the doc.
Now, just a minute.
I'm the champion. I'm the best. And you're mine, Cheryl. You're all mine. That's why Keno, he's sniffing around you. He's after the champion's woman is all.
But you weren't champion when I married you. Remember Goldenrod, and I loved you then? Jess, we don't need to be champions. There's enough left to buy us a small spread, and we can get...
Woman, don't you tell me how much we got. Well, you don't know the nickel from a dime. I'm no dirt farmer. I'm not a cow watcher neither. And I'll be back on the horse by June. And I'll still be champion. So you just behave, woman. You hear?
Jess, I don't care if you never ride again. You don't have to be Keno for me, don't you see? I love you.
Why isn't Daddy champion anymore?
He still is. Your turn.
I'm sorry, Jess. I would if I could. Next.
Where are you going to go from here?
Belgrade, I guess.
Hi, Jess. Hey, follow us.
Hi, Jess. Hi, Jess.
All right.
So here he is, folks, after 3 years of trying.
Good old Keno McLaughlin. Congratulations, Keno.
It takes a lot of work to earn one of these. Hope he come back and do it many more times.
Where you been?
Looking for you, Jess. We never missed a party before, so I figured that you'd...
You figured wrong. I'm too maimed to ride. I don't go to parties.
But you always loved parties.
You hear me, good woman? You better stay put. You better care for my sons. Now, lady, I'm off to my own party.
I sensed it. Ethan! George! Come on, quick! Where's your pa?
He's still in town.
Will you hurry? We're leaving.
What about Pa?
Too young to understand, Ethan. You and your brother are coming with me. Now listen to me, Ethan. Jesse is sick. He can't see past his nose. He needs a little room to clear his head, so just you help with the bags now.
You're quitting, Jesse, ain't you?
Such word as ain't. Now you do as I say. Ethan, we're doing Jess a favor. We're no good for him. We're bad for him, Ethan. Listen to me. Ethan! You stay put now. Ethan! Ethan! Jesse! No! Ethan! Oh, wait! Oh, no! George! Ethan! Ethan! No! He got him! Go!
Hey, now. They'll come around, Cheryl. You just give them time.
They're mine as much as his, Keno.
They gotta learn for themselves, Cheryl. When they do, why, there's more than enough room for 2 kids at the K-Bar Inn. As long as you and me are together, they've got a home. Now, he's made those kids worship him. You know it, Cheryl. If you're gonna wait till the kids are ready, you're never gonna be free. And until you're 50 or past it. And if this is gonna open up their eyes, you're doing them a favor, sure. Besides, we get some good food into you and some pretty clothes on you, you're gonna be twice the woman you are now. And you can't be a mother until you're a woman. And a woman needs to be cared for. You know, we'll send him a message. And as soon as he's ready, he'll send the kids along to you. And then you'll be fit and ready for him.
Watch those Saturday nights, kids.
You bet.
Well, how's it going, Lars? Oh, getting better every day. Say, Jess, you've been working that corral for 6.5 months. You just aren't up to it with your personal problems and what have you. The work's too tough for you. But old Lars there needs a hand.
Lars.
Lars.
Shoveling stables.
Give it a little thought, Tess.
Why don't you take the rest of the day off, Jess?
What? Sorry?
Well, I mean, me and George here, we're not going nowhere. Right, George?
Right.
It's payday, ain't it? You haven't had Saturday night in town for months. I could look after George here. Right, George?
Right.
And it's payday, ain't it?
No such word as ain't.
While the wheel is turning.
What did you say name was? Huh?
Jesse.
Jesse. Hey, Jesse, come here. That's just kid stuff. Jesse, well, now, I want to tell you, you just ask anybody around Lethbridge way about John Taylor Jones.
Careful now.
I got the biggest spread this side of Tiger Bay. My hell, it's getting so big I can't hardly handle it myself. These young kids, you know, they call themselves cowboys that can hardly ride. Half of them. Jesse what?
Just Jesse. Everyone knows me. Just ask for the best bronco buster there is. Another go around, JT?
Well, you know, I tell you, I wouldn't mind one little bit. Well, now, Mr. Jesse Bronco Buster. Looks like you and me, we might just make ourselves a little deal.
No hurry. Drink up, J.T. Jones.
I got our keys from my car. You sure you ought to drive?
Being so happy and all?
Well, that's my old buddy, my new buddy. If you're going to take that job, bust my broncs, you better learn that JT may get drunk, but JT never gets blind drunk.
All the same, the Mounties be out tonight, just itching to find happy people.
Mount as hell. On the wheel of fortune
JT.
spinning, I will dream of winning. Mounties don't try no JT, no sir. There. There you see, open up with no trouble at all.
You don't want to scratch a fine car like this one now, do you?
Oh, hell, it's only money. There's plenty more where this come from. And when you come working for me, why, we spread it all out, right?
Now, what are you going to do when the Mounties stop you and ask you for the registration?
Here. Read it. Yeah. What's it say? Well, what's it say?
What does it say? This is your J.T. Jones, and you own it.
Right, Shar. Well, so now you know where to find me. And there'll always be a job for you. Jesse. Jesse.
Careful now. You know the trouble with you, Johnson? You're so old hat. You would know the difference between a tractor and a horseplow.
Watch that.
No, sir, you wouldn't. Mechanized farming, Johnson. That's the ticket nowadays. You don't need me shuffling up after Lars. Fact is, Johnson, I'm insulted.
Well, Jesse, you don't know a damn thing about mechanization.
Yeah, I know a horse is natural. And I know that damn trailer of mine, well, that's mechanized transport. Like living in a tin can if you don't have a car in front.
What has that got to do with it?
Johnson, we've been old friends, right? I mean, I tried your patience a bit late. All I want, Johnson, is 2 favors, that's all. Just 2 favors and I'll be out of your hair.
Well?
Well, the first is, Johnson, I want to trade you my trailer for a properly saddled horse. This horse here. And the second is, Johnson, as far as the job goes, I'd like you to stuff it. As a favor, like.
Who are you?
Estevan, last Saturday night.
What about it? Couldn't have borrowed no money from you. I had my own.
So, Mr. John Tyler Jones, I'll tell you who I am. I'm the best damn cowpuncher there is. And you offered me a job, see? And I took it.
Well, hell, mister, you ought to have better sense than to listen to story fine of an old drunk. Hell, I ain't owned a cow since 38. Except for Matilda there. Since before the war, this here's a dirt farm, son. We got alfalfa and some sheep. What did you say your name was?
Jesse.
Jesse. Well, Jesse, I guess I owe you some kind of apology. Still, no, if you're as good as you say he is, your boss will take you back, huh? Get me, JT.
You gave me a job. I can't go back.
And them's yours?
Yeah, the older ones are Ethan and the youngster's George.
I must have been pretty damn convincing.
Yeah, you were to me. I was right for convincing.
Well, here's where it is.
I can pay you
$60 a month. You do the tractoring come September, you do the haying.
$60 a month? You gotta be kidding.
And you get the bunkhouse. And there's a school just right down the road, about 5 miles. For the boys, like. Yeah, take it. Or leave it.
What'd you say your name was? Jesse. Don't I know you from someplace? Who you do? Estevan, last Saturday night.
This home? Hey, it's great, George. Jess, you reckon the stove works?
I guess. Yeah. Well, at least we won't freeze, boys.
Top bunk's broken. Where am I gonna sleep?
Well, we'll share the bottom bunk. Like we're camping or something.
Right.
Come on, let's clean this place up. Why'd she leave, Jess? You reckon she'll come back? It was kind of fun when we were all together.
Yeah. I reckon it was. I wouldn't count on her coming back.
How do you know, Jess, that she'll never come home?
What home?
The general store is over that way. I do my business, and then I'll meet you over there. Good Enough's Tavern.
What'll it be?
Just looking.
As you like. You like rodeos?
Some.
Well, Chavely isn't very much, you know, but it's the best we have in these parts. You know, come Saturday, I'm going to close up special. Take my missus along to see it. See anything you like?
Yeah, take the buckle.
Hey, where the hell did you... Where'd you get this? Huh?
They give it me. Last time I won Calgary.
Are you really Jesse Gifford? Well, God, talk to me. Jesse Gifford is my new hand.
Tom, 2 beers. This is just kid stuff. You drink. That's a shame about your back.
My hip.
Oh, your hip, well, whatever. Still, it's a pity that horse really got at you.
I didn't have to do anything. Lost my taste for it is all.
I understand you prefer tractoring. All the same, a man would have stuck at it. Hip or no hip.
Just what are you about, J.T. Jones?
I just knew. I knew you from someplace.
So you do. Now, what of it?
Well, now me, I'm a businessman.
Oh, yeah.
Gifford.
Sure. I know. Biggest spread in the region.
Oh, that's only storifying, but seeing as who I am willing to take a business gamble now. I'll stake you up at Shavely. They got a little meet next Saturday. I'll pay the registration fee. I'll also spring for meals for you and the kids and all.
You're a generous man, J.T. Jones.
We split the prize money, 50-50, if there is any. Of course, if you mean what you said about preferring tractoring and all.
Jesse, come on!
Aren't you boys in school?
Well, George is too young to go by himself. They gotta interview you first. It's only a week left to summer holidays anyway. If you stay in here on account of school for me and George, we can move on.
Well, I was thinking maybe we might stay for a while.
What's up?
Nothing. Nothing special. Just makes sense to stay put for a bit, that's all.
Good. Ethan practices riding some more.
George!
Riding what, boy?
Well, Dad, you always promised me that once I was 12. Well, you said I'd get into the boys' division over at the Calgary Stampede, and I've been practicing riding and...
Now, wait a minute, son.
No, Dad, you promised. Well, I've been practicing. There's no reason not to have 2 champions in a family.
Son.
I bet you that would impress Ma.
Son, I'll bet you dollars to donuts that the last thing your ma wants is for you spending your life chasing some rodeo championship.
It's an easy chase. Come on, I'll show you. Come on.
Son.
I'll show you. I've been practicing all morning.
Ethan?
Come on.
Ethan.
Come on, Dad.
She's a real. Come on.
Look at me.
Come on, Ethan. Make a roll.
Hey, you got him, boy. Yoo-hoo. Yahoo!
Come on, Ethan.
Ride him, man. Ride him, boy.
How much you reckon I can win in that boys' division?
Enough.
Enough for a ranch? Well, it seems to me, if we had a small bit of land, Cheryl would like that, wouldn't she? Wouldn't have to be as grand as Keno's. She'd come back anyways. I'm sure she would.
You better go to sleep, boy. You're gonna need your sleep. And don't call her Cheryl, she's your mom.
Hey, Jess. Is that really you?
Hiya, Sam.
Jesse Gifford. Back on the circuit, huh? Are you riding or shoveling?
Right now, I'm here to watch my older boy.
You jump in the car. It's stunt time.
Back on the circuit, hell. Maybe he's a smaller dump than Tribune. Let me have a drink.
Still a contest.
Alvin Callis, Jr. Next round of the boys' cheerleading competition, shoot for Ethan Gifford. This is Jesse's old boy.
Ethan, go collect your $25 prize money and take your brother here with you, yeah? And go find yourself some seats in later, okay? You did good, boy. You did good. Relax, JT. There's only two kind of drinkers to watch. Them that has too much, and them that don't have any. And I never ride drunk.
Now all of the eyes' attention on shoot number 2, Jesse Gifford.
Are you all right?
Right as rain.
You're not thirsty enough, are you?
Gate's about to come open, and there he is. He's out.
See, George, if I keep taking first place money, soon Jess will be back in shape, and then you'll be old enough to enter. Before you know it, we'll have all the money we need. Buy us a ranch or so. Bigger than Kino's. Even Ma, she wouldn't... George, wake up, will you? This is important stuff. George is asleep. Me too. I'm asleep.
Shortest partnership I ever had.
Cost you less than it cost me.
You hurt me.
I'll live. Good night's sleep is all. Got a lot of tractoring to do tomorrow.
That you do.
Well, Lord, I ain't much with words, but I think I understand the world you made, Lord. I know this here is an unnatural act, and I know you can't forgive me for what I'm gonna do. But, Lord,
if you've got any mercy, my boys, they're good kids. They should have gone with their mother. They just didn't know any better. Well, not that they didn't know. You understand. Just don't punish them for me. Get them to their ma. Because she's a good woman, and you know it. Now, Lord, if I had any prayers, I'd offer them, but I don't remember any for a thing like this, Lord.
Double up, Dad! Double up from the waist, like you're in school. Come on. Come on, you got it. Get him. Oh. Double up from the waist. Come on, that's it. You got it.
Ought to be a little wider.
I'm tired. How about a rest?
Well, only for 5 minutes.
Why not go to Ma?
I can look after both of us.
What's that supposed to be?
Your grave.
My grave?
Well, we might as well get it ready. You know, keep you safe from the Indian dogs. No one'd ever know what become of you. They just figure you bolted.
Ethan said, well, he said it'd be a secret. To protect you. Keno'd never know.
Not even Shirley. Well, I mean, Ma.
Come on, George.
It was all for nothing. No, sir. I don't need a grave. We'll soldier on. Oh, God. We'll soldier on. Yes, sir. Okay, all right. Now, well, let's get ourselves organized here, huh?
Okay.
Now, let's see. After all that hard work, you two boys, you need some good food.
Baker's bread and bacon?
No. Better than that. Now, let's see now. If I had my choice, well, I'd prefer myself a big fish breakfast, huh?
There's fish down by the stream, JT says.
Well, I'll tell you what, then. You and George here, you go on down to the creek. You make yourself some fishing poles, and you bring home the bacon.
Fish?
The fish, right. Bring home the fish.
Oh. Come on, George.
My darling Shirley, I'm not the man to raise the kids. Now they need you. Please come to John Tyler Jones's place outside Lethbridge. Please come to John Tyler Jones's place outside Lethbridge. Ethan and George will be waiting. With love and sorry again.
You were lying about soldiering on.
Ethan! 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 Hey there, Jesse Gifford! What the hell are you doing now? In the car! I'll follow the stream till midday, then circle back. If you find them on McLeod Way, just get them back. Tie them down if you have to. Ethan! Oh, you crazy kid. Don't you ever do that again. What'd you want to do a thing like that for?
Well, Dad, I could have stayed on the road, and you would never have found me. I came back for a reason. Jess?
What reason, boy?
I found us our ranch. I found us our ranch, and it's not more than 10 miles off. It's perfect, Jess, honest. There's a house, there's a barn, there's everything, Jess, and it's for sale. Sure, I mean, Ma, she'd love it, Jess, and it's for sale. We could raise the money for it from the circuit, and then get it.
That's enough! Boy, there's no circuit to ride. There's no way to make enough off the sweat of our backs. Look at me. Look at me. I'm a cripple. Think I'd send you to Keno's else I was? You start thinking about getting rich on the circuit, boy, you're gonna be like me, a cripple. Son, you're a child. You're a boy. You got your whole life ahead of you. God knows I love you and Jordan. I only want the best for you. You gotta face the fact of it, son. Sooner or later, you just gotta. And the fact is, I'm not champion anymore. And I can't ride. And my dreams don't add up to a nickel.
You are quitting. Just when I find us the perfect spread. Just when I can do it.
Boy, you're dreaming. You got my disease.
No! I can't do it.
You need your ma. And there's no way she's coming to us. You gotta go to her. JT, can I borrow your car?
Well, the damn battery got drained and the boy, he sweated your horse right out.
Well, then I can borrow your horse, can I?
Jesse Gifford!
Come on, Dad! Run for the ranch! You're doing it beautiful! Come on!
than you think, that kid of yours. He said you rode better sober than drunk.
You hurting?
Hey, I figure if you could sit on a horse like that, well, next week at McLeod, we might just pick us up a little money.
I'm sorry, Dad. But we had to trick you like this. You had to prove it to yourself.
I tell you, boy, you ever set me up like that again, and I'll tan your hide. Now, so help me, I will.
This McLeod business, I'll stake you like before, same split.
Not on, JT.
But, Dad, you just...
Before was before. Now the split 60-40. My favor.
You got yourself a deal.
Jesse Gifford.
But remember, Dad, like you said, rodeoing's no way to get Ma back. Not by itself. That's why we need the ranch.
Can we eat now? I'm hungry.
What'd you do on the bronc riding there, Jesse?
Zigzag.
Oh, he's a good horse. You have a great ride today.
Probably mashed me in the chute.
Oh, not you.
Well, you never can tell. Come on, boy.
Here he is, next in the boys' steer riding in chute number 4, Ethan Gifford. This is Jesse's oldest boy, 12 years of age. And these are the champions of the all. They all start out at
Will there be some other chances? And will I find some new romances? Please tell me when. Since I lost my one and only, my nights have been so very lonely. Please tell me when. Every tomorrow's like each yesterday. Deep down the sorrows just won't blow away till the day I find the life I'm seeking. That's when I'll hear the angels speaking. Till then, won't you please tell me when?
Give me your hat. Go on, go stand over there and turn around for me. Let me see you. Turn around. Oh, you're growing tall and straight, and that's good, Ethan, real good. I guess you ought to be proud, son. Being straight's a gift. Ethan, don't throw it out on rodeo riding.
That's what Pa says.
Sorry?
Well, I just said you sound sort of like Pa.
Oh.
He didn't want me riding either. Well, I only do it for fun. Honest, Ma. Maybe if you just had a word with Pa. And just told him how you felt
Ethan,
about
that's
me
enough of
riding.
that. Now, you getting into mischief isn't going to help your Pa and me be getting easier to each other. You taking good care of George now?
Of course.
Good.
We're still family, you know.
You keep civil, Ethan. Turn around. Turn around. Okay. One for you and one for your brother.
Oh, wow. George will love him.
Come on, let me see. I got you size large just in case it shrinks.
Why'd you leave, Ma?
I don't think I'd have the words to explain to you if you were older than me. It's fine. Just fine. There you go.
You ought to come back, Ma.
It's none of your affair, Ethan. Oh, I wish it were otherwise than it is. But I am who I am. No better and no worse. You keep your eyes open and your britches off the back of a horse, and you'll understand what I mean. Someday you'll see it all.
And Pa?
Pa's his own man. Always has been. Come on, let's find George. I'm gonna give him his T-shirt, and I'm gonna give him some loving and kissing like I gave you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that Cowboy would appreciate hearing from you. Wish him well. Hope that everything's okay.
Look at that face. You spit on it now. Go on.
How much we got?
Well, that's JT's share, plus your $50 first place prize money. We got $650.
This rate, we'll have more than enough to buy our own place. Before the snow flies, too.
Ethan, son, we'd have to win from here to the Calgary Stampede to get that kind of money. You saw your mom?
Yep. She misses us. Especially you.
She say that?
Sort of. I told her about you and me and George working on something big.
Oh, you oughtn't have done that. You oughtn't have done that.
I don't think. What'd she say?
Why don't you do it, Jess? Ask her home.
What home? This place only sleeps 3. 2, really.
Not this. The home we're gonna buy.
Ethan, son. A man has got to know when he's dreaming past the stars. God knows I want your ma back. I'm no dirt farmer. Besides, I can't go and ask her.
Why not?
Well, you see, well, look, son. She left on her own accord, didn't she? She felt crowded. I couldn't make it all run smooth for her. Now, a man and a woman, it seems to me, ought to have rules. Not spoken ones, maybe, but rules. One of the rules that your ma and I had was that I did the talking. I kept the money. The decisions were mine, too. Now, son, it just didn't work. So it seems to me that if we're ever going to make it work, we're just going to have some new rules. And one of the rules is that she's got to make up her own mind herself. Not do what I tell her or ask her, even when I give her as a gift, like.
But you're the man.
Son, There's more than one way to be a man. Good night now. And God bless. Get out of here. Come on. Here. You be the family banker.
That's a change in the rules.
I guess it is. Good night, son. It's a long way to Calgary, son of mine.
Thank you, boy. Thank you. Thank you very much. Slow down, boy. Will you? You run yourself out before you're 13.
I had to hurry. I collect my money before Ma leaves.
What'd you say?
It's Ma. She's up in the stands. You ought to see her.
Maybe later.
She asked.
Maybe Calgary. Boy.
It was her choice this time.
You heard me, boy.
Mr. Singer, can never lose your memories.
Will there be some other chance?
Ethan, I love you.
Please tell me when.
Looking good, Jess. Your ball mended?
You look just fine, Cheryl. Just fine. Well, actually, it hurts a little. Not often, though. It's worth it anyway. What's the boy been telling you?
More asking than telling. He wants me back.
Well, he and George. Me too, I guess.
Jess, I know what you must think of me.
Oh, no, Cheryl. Not me, no. Things aren't what they seem. The boys and me, I wish I could remember the words. Things are different now, Cheryl. So, whatever you're thinking, leastways about me, that's old history. But on the one hand, I guess you're... But on the other hand, Cheryl, I don't know what I mean. I don't know what I'm talking about. How's Keno? How's Keno? How is Keno?
He's good to me.
My God, you're beautiful.
Thanks, Jess.
As long as he's good to you. It's about time you run the receiving end, Sure? You've done your fair share of giving.
I'll see you in Calgary.
Morning, Edna. Hiya, Jess. What are you in for?
The works.
Last 3 days, eh?
Wrong, all 5 days.
All 5? That's a lot of work.
Well, it's the last honest worker got till spring. Lady?
That's the way I figure it. Days event, plus you taking the championship, me taking the boys event, we got all the money we need.
Well, that's easy now, huh? Just a clean sweep of everything.
Easy as pie.
I could win this, Cheryl. I could take the whole prize money.
Then what?
Then I figure on taking some advice. And you like it.
Well, I'd advise you to do what you think best. I mean, you must have had some idea of what you wanted before you started riding again. It's no life, Jess. Ethan says you know that, but you're still letting him ride. Jess, it can go to a boy's head.
Well, I told him. Advised him leastways. I don't try to boss the boy. Or no one no more. I guess I ain't as smart as I figured, Cheryl.
Jess. Oh, Jessie.
Now look, Cheryl. These are big things in my head. And I gotta figure them out. Besides, I gotta win to make them real. I was thinking that after the prize giving, as if I win, you and me, we could meet here and we could talk a bit. But only if I win, Cheryl. I gotta win to make them real.
That's about it, folks, when it came right down to it. There's a champion of the Stampede, and there's an all-time champion in the guts department. Now let's hear it for one of the best, for one of the greatest comebacks you've ever seen. Winner of all 3 go-arounds in the bronc riding, the 1953 North American all-around champion cowboy, Jesse Gifford.
George! Where's your mom? Didn't she come?
Uh-huh.
Well, where is she?
She left. Keno was in an awful hurry.
Didn't she say nothing?
Uh-huh.
What was it, boy?
What was what?
What was that? Was what she said? I mean, what did she say?
Oh, just Goldenrod.
JT, what are you about? How many times have I got to tell you people I aren't a dust farmer, and I got all the money we need till the circuit starts come spring? That sounds familiar, don't it?
Well, I think that it's aren't a bad-looking little farm if you don't mind the irrigating.
JT, you wait here 5 minutes. I'm going to settle this matter once and for all. Show these boys that nobody sells a farm what makes money. Come on. Farm is making money.
And the wheel of fortune. I will dream of
Well, I tell you, the man that buys this place, he better be a construction engineer before he's a farmer. Oh, it's hopeless, son. Needs more work than you can imagine.
It ain't so bad. We could do it easy if you want. Leastways. I promised old Mrs. Gunderson you'd talk to her.
Morning, ma'am.
Morning. Mabel Gunderson's the name. Knows your boy Ethan here. You're welcome in.
It's a lovely place you got here, ma'am. Sure needs working, though.
That's fair enough. I ain't worked it since my husband died. I can lessen the price for you.
Yes, well...
I got the title deed right here. And all I need to do is sign her over. The lawyer said so. I got the girls all packed and everything. It's been like that for months. Now, all I need is $5,000. Get me to my sister in Manitoba and get us settled. Now, that's a fair price, mister. 240 acres and everything on it. The lands, the chattels, the easements, everything.
Seems fair, I suppose.
Well, might as well get right to it.
Well, hold back a bit, Mrs. Gunderson. This here's a big decision.
Not at 5,000, it ain't.
Well, I don't happen to have no 5,000 bucks in my hip pocket, you know.
I do. I'm a family banker, so to speak.
Hold on a tick, Ethan. This here takes some thinking.
Done all the thinking. What this takes is a decision. You know where me and George stand. Ma, she might just like that kind of idea. Leastways, if we work the place. Mind you, Dad, if you say no, then no it is.
Well, mister, it's yours, if you say so.
Name's Gifford. Jesse Gifford. Sign the lease, missus. In fee simple. Ethan here'll give you the money.
Damn woman, I never meant to be no landowner, no rancher, no farmer, nothing.
Well, you are now.
John Tyler Jones. What have you gone and done to yourself this time?
I found my true vocation is all.
And what might that be?
Why, rodeo promoting, Jesse Gifford. Rodeo promoting.
Of course. What else is there?
I wouldn't know myself. but when my old cow, Matilda, started drying up, and you and the little ones up and went, why, I sold the place.
You what?
Yes, sir. A bunch of subdividers wanting to make a development for rich folks wanting to work in Calgary and live out here. Of course, I also made a couple of dollars betting on your rides, plus the 40% commission and all. I swear it's true. Indoor rodeos and all them big arenas back east. The Forum and this here Maple Leaf place they got in Toronto. And then there's some kind of square garden in New York. Yes, sir, it's a whole new way of life. But there'll always be a job for you back east. Jesse Gifford. Same split.
Jesse Gifford!
You starifying old drunk.
Way I figure it, we'll have this place all paid for before the snow flies.
Sure.
Everything will all be set ready for spring.
Well, what about the inside of the ranch house?
Well, of course we'll need living expenses over the winter, but I can handle that easy. But what's left, well, it's not enough to really fix the place up.
What's really mean?
Well, I saw old Jameson down at the Bank of Commerce.
Uh-huh.
He said we could have a winter home improvement loan.
A winter what?
Yeah, he was real friendly, Jess. Said he could give us 5 1/4%.
5 1/4, huh?
Well, he wanted 6 first, but we settled on 5 1/4.
I'm going back to the chickens. I like chickens.
Howdy. Can I help you?
My old lady must have hit the jackpot. A hired hand. 3 if you count the whelps.
What are you running on about, mister?
Name's Gunderson. This here's my ranch. Where's my wife?
Well, now, ain't that a pity for you now, Mr. Gunderson? On account of how your wife sold the place. Her place. Title and deeds registered at the county seat.
Weren't hers to sell, boy. Thank you kindly for your work, but you're fired. All of yous.
Well, as far as the law says, it's hers to sell. Now, of course, if you want to argue that out with her, then by all means. Went to see her sister, Winnipeg way. So if you hurry after her now, for all that money I gave her is spent, why then you won't be trespassing on my, on our land no more.
Take me a day to get there, a day to get back. You better not be here, mister. You're lucky I don't damn well kill you.
Dad! You okay, Dad?
Yeah. This busted leg is all. I've had worse.
We had an old points out on Gunderson. We got him. And the place is yours, right enough. Cattle and everything.
Well, at least there's that. But what I'm thinking, Sarge, while I'm laid up here like this, who's going to care for my boys?
What about their ma?
Yeah, their ma. Yeah, I guess their ma's the only way, Sarge.
Where is she?
You can phone her at the K-Bar Inn, about 100 miles north of here.
Keno McLaughlin's place. You want her down here?
Well, she don't have to come, you see, not unless she wants to. More important, she don't have to stay.
Gotcha.
Cheryl, I figured you'd be back at Keno's by now.
What am I doing? Those two kids won't let me. Making me stay here all mended. You did a good job with them, Jess.
Yeah, well, they were always good kids. That's you and them too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what about Keno?
Oh, he's out rounding up the winter stock.
It won't be long, Cheryl. They say I'll be up and about in no time.
Well, while I'm here, we might as well get things together. Now, I know I'm only a woman, and I never shoveled out any rodeo shoot, but you ready for beating it, Rummy?
All right.
Good job y'all did on that ranch. And I never figured you for a landowner, Jess.
Well, like you said, Cheryl, you know, I can't go on waiting for the summer circuit forever, can I? Besides, I figured it was time I found some roots. Thanks for coming, Cheryl. We needed you.
Kids are fun. Quite a little man, old Ethan. Grown up some.
I guess we all have. Little.
Hey, yeah, it's been a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, for all of us. Oh, everything seems so silly now. Me acting like a kid in grade 8. Still, might have been for the best.
Maybe. She'll put you close with the kids. Just like regular family.
Not completely. One more card and I got Rummy.
Which one?
Well, I can't tell you. It's against the rules to ask your partner for the card you need.
Well, how's a person gonna know then?
By watching the game, sure. Should be clear what pairs I'm setting. It's up to you what card you play. I can't tell you. But that wouldn't be fair.
Okay, grab a cookie and off to bed with you both. Good night.
Ethan!
It's Keno.
Where?
He's back up at the ranch. He tried to force us into his car and take us up to the Cape RM, but I ran off.
Mom? What about Mom?
She said she wouldn't go till you said you was better, and that gave me enough time to slip off.
How'd you get here?
Buckboard and snuck up the back stairs.
End of my crutches. The Giffords have done all the sneaking around they're gonna do. Get in my clothes, boy.
Jess,
Where is he?
out looking for Ethan. I'll get you a cup of coffee.
I'm glad you waited, Cheryl.
Shouldn't surprise you, Jess.
No, it shouldn't. Sit down, Cheryl. Please. Listen, Cheryl. I love you. I do. I love you. I love you more than rodeoing or ranching or belt buckles or more than anything. Sure, I just love you. And I want you back. I don't want you back as my woman. Nor as the boy's ma. I want you back as you. As Shirley Ashby Gifford. And I want you here. And I want to be here with you.
Oh, you're back. Well, come on, Cheryl, let's go. Cheryl, we can go now. He's back. Well, come on, before we get snowed in. Look, I know how you feel about the kids. You get them in the car, we'll take them with us. Wake up, Shirley. You don't want to stay here on a lousy 100 acres that I could fit in my corral. This man couldn't take care of it when you had money. What's he going to do now with a lousy 2-bit dirt farm? Please, Shirley. Before the car gets buried in the snow.
Don't go, Ma, don't. It's all here. It's all for you. Just make her stay.
To give the lady some room. His choice is forever. If you really love the lady, then give her some room.
You better go, Keno. I'm home.
Like young lovers and talk like old friends. For surely to goodness this time it's forever with the goodness of Shirley in my arms once again. Like young lovers and talk like old friends. For sure